Welcome back to Birdleg. Alan, stop it. Where were we? It's a little hard to ensure you have a save game directly as a chapter ends. And typically it takes you back before the ending cutscene. Let's see if that's still the case. We were just outside Alan's apartment building in a twisted dream version of New York City, if memory serves. And I'm wondering when we will be able to take control of Saga again, or if I need to make that distinction, if there's like a button somewhere I'm not seeing, which could be the case. It's taken me all the way back to this room. That's okay. That's fine. Continue. Thank you. It's doing that audio thing again. Let me reset it. I'm so sorry. Tricky little issue, that. There. Are we hearing the gentle hum of moths? It's a very subtle sound to test the audio by, but I think we're fine. So, if we're back in the subway, I need to go to the collapsed tunnel, I would think, and escape again. Hi, collapsed tunnel. I think that was the save directly after we were chased by the dark presence. It's gonna chase us back the other way. Fair enough, I suppose.
The tunnel was open now. I could get through.
Comes. It's chasing us back the other way, even now. Perfectly fine as checkpoints go. I do need to be a little cognizant of ensuring we have a current save when I end our sessions. So
the dark
close to crushing little Alan's ankle bones.
I'd seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
Then it gets quite mossy. Always one of my favorite events in any survival horror experience. My microphone is still catching up. Can't quite tell if it's a little on the scratchy side. Reset it if so. And then we see Alan's apartment complex. Overlapping into the real world. Concurrent with Saga before the ritual to open the other side.
Somehow the victim's heart was the key.
Etc. Oh, hey. I mean, ammo is so scarce, and yet I'm... Oh, I'm tempted. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, Robert. Nice. Question mark?
Something had shifted.
See you again?
I felt an overwhelming closeness to home.
To you. Saga.
An FBI agent?
Good to see you again.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Does Alan keep his mustache so delightfully manicured
I'm
down there in the dark place?
FBI.
Is he just writes that it
This
is?
is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me!
Hello, good morning.
Please,
Indeed.
help me!
Nice to see you guys there. Welcome back.
I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed outside. Parliament Tower, where I'd lived with Alice.
Parliament. That's the
It
name.
was out there, waiting for me.
Like a glorious beacon rising through the night. You are being called to be responsible. Going to get some window weatherproofing for the winter. Then you'll be whipping your webhead off. I'm so excited for you. And thank you for taking me on this journey. I'm incredibly grateful. So nice to see you for a bit, though. Good luck with the weatherproofing. Round, 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 round. Music choices they make in Remedy games are always top notch. I'm just gonna gently move Alan that way. Nobody needs to see that this early in the day. Nobody needs to see that. All right. So, I guess my question at this point is, can I switch to Saga? But before we do anything even remotely close to that, I'm going to make sure Alan has a solid save in this new chapter of his life.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
You're not a poet, Tom. I mean Alan. The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. With the terror of the light and the shadows cast, the third eye now open to project the night, this is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Mr. All right, we're spelunking. Let's do it. We have an echo right off the bat. Who is it now?
Stepping to
Following
the
the
murder
echoes of
site, I
Alex
felt
Casey.
it hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Bad, bad, blood, blood. Making you crazier. Wait, is that how it goes? We descend. However, in the dream world of the dark place, you can never be sure if you are descending. Sometimes you ascend to go down, and vice versa. An infinite subway station. How quaint. Does that mean there are infinite dangers? I see them lurking around every corner. Close this door just in case. Unless that's the only way to escape, in which case maybe we should keep it open. Cross that bridge when we come to it. I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was dark and weird and wild, which I skipped right past, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
The dark place. Opening soon, a photography and videography exhibition even, by Alice Wake. Suppose I can stop being quite so paranoid. Hello there, nice to see you. Hope Saga gets a turn with the Walkman at some point and we get a new rock jam. I too hope that Saga takes control. That would make me very, very happy. I'm still waiting with bated breath, fingers and toes crossed for another Casper Darling dynamite sequence. Or anything of that ilk, I will take it. My heat is kicking on, and since my toes are darn near frostbitten, I'm going to go ahead and open that door to welcome some of it into my closet space. Alright, so I seem to need to go that way in order to progress. And Alan, I love you, buddy, but you're not so good with the jumping. I'm guessing that sort of blocks off this entire, seemingly infinite area of subway platforms. But just to make sure. Yeah. I think we can only go towards the light. Alan's inevitable goal. Alright, I can take this one. I have 2 charges. It seems I now have a empty slot for a 3rd charge. I suppose that means we should take this one. I'm hoping my neurons are firing a bit more readily than they were during the end of my 6-hour session yesterday, where I was failing to solve many, many simple puzzles. We'll see how it goes this time. Somebody's been watching Ringu. Why would you do that? The infinite station is gone. And so too my only avenue of escape. To street level, then. Going to need an Angry Bird alliteration from me. Cranky Corvid, Blustery Blue Jay, anything along those lines. Oh, I must think of one. Somber Seagull. There you go. Crotchety Cardinal. The Pissy Pigeon. The Whiny Warbler. These are my favorites. I love it. Pull your flashlight out. What are you doing? What did I just say about your inevitable goal to step into the light, Alan? Ah, home sweet home.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York.
Sick statue of a
Was I
man with
really
legs.
this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the merge site had brought me one step closer to escape.
Assuming this is more or less the same city streets of New York I just left prior, so I probably don't have to do too much poking around in the alleyways. I can just head right for Parliament Tower, which is the only new section of my map. That being the case, I will head right there. Whose legs are these? Ah, in loving memory of Alan Wake. Born 1977. Born? Is that the right word for it? Died, or has gone missing since 2010. An author and a husband. What material is this? Copper? And what book am I holding?
Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead.
Been a while out. Weeks, at least. 13 years worth of weeks, at least. Is she holding her exhibition, or her expedition, inside our apartment building? The posters would make it seem so, but this isn't a venue. This is a place where people live. Alice, that's sort of inconvenient for everyone.
The writer. Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The
Can't wait to see her art.
witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
I do wonder if our one piece of photographic evidence of Alan's existence, Alan? Question mark? Existence? From Control is part of her art exhibition. And if so, prepare yourself for a jump scare. Gorgeous Art Deco chiseling upon the elevators. I would kill Robert Nightingale to live here, just for these elevators alone. I mean, I just probably happily kill Robert Nightingale for any reason. Luscious coloration. Boop. Hold the elevator. Sorry. I couldn't catch it in time. Sort of a jump scare. Haunting. Initiation, Chapter 3.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
It's a fun little booby trap for the guests. Okay, flashlight? What do we got here? Not much. This speaks to me. Yes, the brush strokes and such. Intelligent commentary. Brush strokes.
Alice! Alice!
Hey. Alice, it's me. What was our affectionate... surprisingly appropriate for a writer. Affectionate nickname for one another. Pookums, was it? It's been 13 years, I forgot. I'm gonna call you Pookums. And if you're not okay with that, just tell me. Pick photos for exhibition posters. This one. Alice, you look stunning. Apparently, I can only
This
pick
is a
one
photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Good morning. Nice to see you there. Is he stalking her? Or are you popping up in the real world as a sort of ethereal, gangly ghost man? She was right in the middle of some delicious pie when you interrupted. She'll never forgive you for this, Alan. Alice. Wait a minute. Is that the only door with a symbol on it? That is another Ocean View Motel. Symbol and the spiral is in the files for the game Control, marked as the Alan Wake door. The spiral. There was no interacting with it, or was there? I want to save it. I want to save it as I'm so excited. Interesting color choice. Not what I would have gone with. Sort of a sickly green-yellow. She has developed a bit of a thing for encyclopedias, it seems. In my absence, her thirst for knowledge only grows. She has a video camera set up. I'm not sure that I want to see what's on it. But in a very real way, I also do. Video art doc on screens, multiple screens, or maybe multimedia presentation, focal point of the dark place. I'm sure she won't mind if I help myself to a quick grilled cheese. Part 1.
Alice's memory card.
Yoink! That's where we keep Alice's memory. Alright, so I'm supposed to use that with the video camera. Do I go through the spiral door first? The salty sparrow. The discontented dove. So glad we're still getting in on this. The meadowlark of malaise.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
It's a no-go to the spiral door. I do wonder if that's directly connected to the ocean view. 'Cause if we get an ocean view cameo, I am going to make noises. One of my favorite places in the multiverse. Throw that card in, Alan. Not your subway pass, you silly goose. The irritable egret.
When I was
filled with regret.
younger, photography was everything to me.
Hands.
I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could.
Pure luck.
I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there.
Pity the doctor you chose.
We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. Easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
Well, she is, spellbinding. Barely even breathed during that. Also didn't want to interrupt it with perhaps the best. Oh, you've got to go. Have fun weatherproofing. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm sorry if I was late. I didn't want to interrupt it with the belligerent blue tit. Which is absolutely first prize. Come collect your gold medal. Okay. Let us dive deeper into the art, shall we? And hope that I don't cry again. Poor Alice. She didn't ask for any of this. Mr. Scratch? Been a long time.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation.
Gorgeously.
To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room.
Spiral behind him.
But there was no one here writing it.
Haunting. Jazzy interlude, anyone? That's enough. That's enough of a jazzy interlude. Are we back in Saga's Mind Palace? Casey is still alive and well in the present day. I'm sure his getting shot in the face in Alan's dream did not rob us of him, but I was worried.
Trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Don't you shake your head at this, Sam.
But so has
This is
your
your
evil
fault.
doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days.
Always
You got
during
out of the Dark Place
Deerfest.
by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy.
You leave the
Memory
guano
is
out of this.
full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Love their coordinated sipping. Such a beautiful device.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
And we're back.
It's insane.
It's been too long, Saga.
And there's so much of
Missed
it.
your over-the-shoulder view. Alan, tell me, this cult of the two triangles stacked on top of
Have
one
you
another.
ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Okay. Well, that's troublesome for me. I was hoping you just sort of had it, like, in your back. In the little hatch in your back. That would have been much simpler. It's gourd season. Oh my gourdness.
I feel bad for these guys.
They'll never see the sunshine again. Alright, sorry. Continue the interrogation. I got distracted
If
by
the
a pumpkin.
cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
He has the power to rewrite reality, and he's used it to write that he does not remember what happened. So yes, he's confused and hiding something.
Wake said the cult has
Let's
the clicker.
muse on this.
How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Give me the pages, Mr. Wake. Or I will give you a page boy haircut, and all of your sex appeal will melt away like the night.
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark
Can't
place
stop me from
in
sipping
your
juice.
place,
I will keep sipping juice.
scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington.
He could be
He's
right behind you
hunting
even
Wake.
now. Scratch and Wake. That's a weird plan for a Saturday morning.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Alright. It's about as much profiling as I'm gonna get done. I don't think I have any new evidence, but maybe I picked up like 2 while I was talking to Wake just there. Or maybe I've picked up a whole hell of a lot, and I'm a fool for speculating otherwise. Okay, what do we have? Alan Wake
Wake
interview.
just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Wait, go back. I wasn't done yet. It turned out I wasn't done at all. Ah, never mind. We'll never find it now. The cult could be followers of Scratch. They have the clicker, after all. Cult psychology. Who's involved? No. Cult working for/with someone. Why work for Scratch? What does the cult get out of it? The cult of the tree is in possession of the clicker. I was already looking into the cult. 2 birds, 1 stone. Don't throw stones at birds. They're just trying to live their lives. Alright, a new case board. The story.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Necessarily sure if it would have been better as a romance rewritten by a psychopathic co-editor. Fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change reality. How does the story change reality? What are the rules? So whatever you write in the dark place becomes reality. It can't be that simple. Wake was trapped in the dark place for 13 years. Wake was in another world that entire time. There is an entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence. That opened up a whole new line of questioning. According to Wake, the Dark Presence can sometimes take his appearance. How and why? Flashlight seems to weaken the taken. Light and the Dark Presence. Inside a bright light, Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her here. Well-lit areas are safe from the Dark Presence. Scratch and the Dark Presence are interchangeable. When the Dark Presence looks like Wake, it goes by the name. An evil twin is a bit convenient. I'll keep an eye on it. In the form of Scratch, the Dark Presence is editing Wake's story. It wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Okay, well, obviously I can't let that happen. The story changes our reality bit by bit, and the process is gradual. How to stop the story? The change is gradual. That means the effect isn't immediate. There is still time to fix this. Must get the clicker before Scratch. With it, the story can be changed, and Scratch will be sent back to the dark place. The dark place? No. The Dark Presence? No. How to stop the story? Probably. The clicker? Question mark. A magic light switch? Where do I even start with that? If we don't stop it, Scratch will use the story to permanently change reality at the start of Deerfest.
Okay.
That only gives us 2 days to stop this. Some other strange reality, the dark place merged with ours. This place and the dark place, the page called this area an overlap. Where would that fit in? Dark place? The overlap? Question mark. Welcome back. So nice to see you there. I think the little noises are way worse than when she just straight up says, nah. I entered the Cauldron Lake overlap by reciting the poem. How to enter? That's not for you. No, that's for later. Okay. Got all of our information mapped out. Cult stashes. Cauldron Lake. Is the note inside to scare people off? Do they expect people to break into these? I forget what the note inside for this one was. But yes. I'm gonna say yes. Lunchbox. Cauldron Lake.
Right.
You know, I kind of needed to hear this. Thanks, Lunchbox writer. They are very encouraging. I appreciate the little pick-me-up. Thanks, Rose? Question mark? Okay, that seems to be all of my evidence that's not for later. Back to the interrogation of Mr. Gorgeous out here. Hey, you're hiding pages. Also, can I get you a refill? Don't look at me like that, Alex.
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay.
If they're vital pages, it's all the more vital that I see them.
Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
You promise? Alex, pass me your lighter. Let's put the screws to this. I can't think of a good word to call Alan.
Inside the trailer,
the screws
at
to
the
him, though.
outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
A vacation that would not have been possible without our dear director. I can make quick copies of these and give them right back, right? I'm not just gonna rob Alan of his only way to defend himself, right?
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her, her life, her past. She didn't accept it. She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air, but she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her weapon, shouted, ran after him.
Looking forward to it. Right, give that back to Alan. That's his private property. I guess we're headed to the outskirts of Watery, then.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about.
Which trailer?
They're part of all this.
A trailer near Watery, huh? Well, good place to start. Also a good place to die. Let's go armed.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
Nice to see you. From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga's stories via the bucket in the janitor's break room. It seems appropriate. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. We should catch up with Saga's side of things first. We'll switch back to Alan. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen to him. Are we playing as Alan in real time going forward, or do we have more flashbacks from the dark place? I thought we were alone in here. Okay. I'm a little bit awkward there. Thank you. Alrighty. Seems like a lovely day outside. The trash is just beginning to heat up under the midday sun. You sure you boys are gonna be okay? I'm worried about you.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages, but when this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
But who is writing them? Who is the writer? And who is the subject of the story? He remembers writing many pages. Why is this part of the cult board? Strange. Writing part of the ritual? There. If Wake is the origin of the pages, then no cult connection? Unless the cult is working with Scratch. There's Watery. Just down the ferry line a touch.
Forces behind this. I can help you.
No, that's not how this works. You're a civilian, and we don't do ride-alongs. And if Scratch is after you, then so is the cult. We don't know who we can trust here.
Damn it, you are making a mistake.
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
Have some coffee, Alan. You'll feel better. That pounding headache you keep clutching is almost certainly because of caffeine withdrawals. Someone's made a silly mess back here with their boots. Or perhaps just their singular boot. Nope. It's two. They're two boots goofing. Why is this gross? Why is it all gross back here? Ah, switch reality through the mop bucket. I see now. That's what that is. We also have a shoebox. And quick save. Tasty. There's that calendar of Artie's again. There must be some meaning behind it. But it eludes me. Alright, I guess I have to go be sociable with this stranger. Hi, I'm Saga. Nice to meet you.
Okay.
I like meeting new people.
Deer Fest floats. Go.
The yarn moving monstrosity.
The stuffed moose and squirrels one.
No, thank you. Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
Nice. Oh, you're rocking it.
So who's in for a bet this year? $100 says there'll be at least one fender bender between the floats.
For that amount of money, you'll cause it yourself.
Yeah, I'm not taking that wager. Too many opportunities for interference.
What's the haps, local youths? What's the scoop in the local rag, huh? Fill me in. What's the skinny? Are you skinny? That guy does not want to talk to me. He's like, look anywhere but at the FBI. And it's a good plan, really. That's a big-ass sponge for just wiping down the countertop. Are you sure you need that much sponge? I could watch this all day. talk to nor anything to grab, we continue on. Sorry, that wasn't a very graceful spin. I thought it would do more than just the camera. There. Nice to dance with you. Go ahead and slip your number under my door if you don't mind. David and I have an open relationship, don't worry.
To Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages.
Where's the TV?
So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin!
We run every business in town.
Hold on
Two
for
brothers.
dear life on the Espresso Express! Oh! Soak in some local history at the Huatari Well, where two serial killers once hid the disemboweled bodies of their murder victims.
It's fun for the whole family.
Come join Mocha Moose and the ghosts
Leave him.
at our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee. Seriously. Take in amazing views from the slow roaster Ferris wheel. I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful gift shop where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains and propane tanks. Welcome to Coffee World. We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
Oh, I love them so
I've
much.
requested something be done about the TV in my room. It keeps going on by
It's
itself.
not amusing.
It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that. We've called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Oh, there's an idea, Einstein. Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Yeah, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Let's not jump to that conclusion.
Sir.
You want me to unplug my TV? Why don't I just poop in the corner? No one's suggesting that. Just the TV thing.
Is there
Just the
anything
first
else I
thing
can
we
help you with,
suggest.
sir? Would you like a complimentary dinner tonight?
Well, that almost makes
Perhaps
up for the
a soothing
ineptitude
skin
of this
massage.
place.
I'm glad to hear it.
Also a free pumpkin? If it'll just shut you up for a moment so we could all get a little peace around here. You with your constant complaints and your out-of-date suspenders? God, you look fashionable. I'm just jealous. I'm sorry. Hello. It has been quite some time since I've been properly soul-peed. What? That sounds inappropriate. I'm so glad to see you there. Glad to be part of your soul-peage. That doesn't sound right. I have to inspect all this coffee. Seems up to code. Alright, moving on. Any of these doors got symbols on them?
Do we have some breaking news that's sure to knock your socks off? Davis Family Beef Jerky will now be available at the Sunday market in 3 delicious flavors. That's right, our favorite sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky, can now be enjoyed in smoked hickory, teriyaki, and hickory teriyaki. I handed out samples here at the
Hickory
Valhalla nursing
teriyaki.
home and thought I'd catch up with one of our residents to get her thoughts. Donna, how are you?
I've got chronic back pain from my spinal stenosis.
Oh dear. You know when I'm feeling
But how's the
sick,
jerky,
I
Donna?
find a light snack helps. So, did you try that beef jerky?
No. Lunch is at 11, and I wanted to save my appetite because today was the fish soup with crackers. You're allowed up to 4 crackers, but I only take 1 unless I have a glass of cranberry juice. Then I
Oh,
have
me
the
too,
cranberry
Donna.
Juice at breakfast,
Glass
which
of
is
cranberry
at 7.
juice.
I didn't take the oatmeal today because it makes me gassy before cribbage, and I can't.
So you didn't try
No
the
one wants to
jerky.
be gassy
Got it.
before cribbage.
Well, that's too bad, Donna. Their new teriyaki flavor sure does hit the spot.
They had teriyaki salmon with rice on Friday's dinner menu. Dinner's at 5, but we all know the salmon takes longer to prepare, and then you're late for bingo. And who needs all that spice?
I agree. Teriyaki is a shit flavor.
How dare you?
Tapio? How are you on the line?
I couldn't end the call.
You've been on the phone this entire time?
Yes, and I hate teriyaki.
Well, it's delicious on jerky. So, let's give a big thank you to Wendy Davis for these samples.
Wendy? No, that can't be right. Wendy went missing in 2010. I heard she's dead.
Then who gave us the
Wendy
samples?
Davis from our sponsor, Davis Family Beef Jerky.
Wendy Davis. That's the dead one. She's dead.
Right. Well, that's our time. Remember to keep your coffee warm.
Not
and your
anymore,
chin
she's
up, 'cause
not.
That sun shines right around the corner. Pat Maine, signing off.
Good to hear from you, Pat. Sorry your jerky review did not go off so well, as nobody actually had the stomach to try the jerky before cribbage. I mean, I'll swing by and try your jerky if you're still there at the radio station. I'm on my way down to Watery anyway. Yeah, that's what my reflection should look like. I'm definitely not a vampire. It's fine. I will explore every room of this motel for secrets. Put on some threshold, kids. Put 'em on. What have we here? Death Rally. Vroom vroom. Looks so puffy. Just cutting into your back with pillowy softness. Someone's good at darts. Your parents must be proud. I'm not jealous. I'm not bitter and jealous. Hello? Can I help you? Oh, there you are. You were wearing dark clothing.
Hello?
Can I help you? Looking for someone in particular? I can burst that right down. I've got FBI credentials. If you want to get in there. That is a blank wall that you're staring at now. Alright, I'm gonna leave you to it. You seem to know what you're doing. Yeah. FBI. Cauldron Lake. Look into news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from NYC Cult. Similarities and commonalities in methodology. Part of a series? Find out name of good coffee from diner. Why, that's Coffee World coffee. But stop, for the love of God, feeding it to the goats. You can't imagine what they're doing. Kind of expecting to find someone dead in the tub one of these rooms. But don't dwell on it. You'll manifest the dead tub person. Don't dwell on it. Tammy didn't want me to come, I can tell. Not like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know. It's not me. I want to write something weird, something really out there, something authentic. But what? Oh, fuck this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird, though. Sitting here in the hotel room, some pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play, a space cult burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for TBD, a lone man, an artist. I swallowed some air in the wrong direction. It's such a good story. I'm just getting choked up. Wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight in the cult's path. All black cast? A musical? A rock opera? Oh, you're really on to something here. Hamilton in space. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. All black cast, a definite, except for maybe Jonathan Groff. Just think about it. Think about slipping in some Groff. It's not mandatory, it's just a suggestion. You had one of Alan Wake's manuscript pages in here, you hack! You plagiarist hack!
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration. Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true that he certainly needed to find something. A voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself. Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees, Ed wished he could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go. Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled.
Oh, don't touch me.
In vain.
You don't know where I've been. Even the passing tourists searching for artistic inspiration are carefully placed characters in Alan's 13-year masterpiece. What else do we have? Tammy rides the ferry.
Tammy tapped her pen on
Riveting
her
stuff.
notebook.
Tell me more.
Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His first steps across the threshold. She wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Ed? Don't you do anything stupid. Just looking at these rewrites in pen. Which hand, I wonder, is at work? In all of the manuscript pages, but then in what was typed versus what has been scratched out. Mr. Scratched Out. Is it just, for example, Alan typing a page and then making his own pen additions later? Or are there multiple authors at work? Can I help you clean that window? I'm very handsy. I mean handy. Sorry, I was looking at your butt when I said handsy there. That's why I got confused. No, you got it? Okay. Okay, that's what they pay you for, I suppose.
It doesn't budge.
Excuse me, could you whip out your master key? Not a euphemism. Need your actual key over here. FBI business. Looking for manuscript pages, you see? I'm gonna beat you to death and take your key now. Last chance. I hope you find who you're looking for. Don't spend all day here. You have a life to live, too. Okay. It's time. I love how she runs when she has the flashlight out. Something exciting is about to happen. You had to carry out several unholy rituals to get the access to this account back since the meltdown of my cell phone. But ye gods, watching you walking through this, worth every step of the ordeal. I'm so glad to get you. Welcome, welcome. And absolutely a little Alan Wake, too, in your day is doctor recommended. You're just in time. I suppose I can put my flashlight away now since it's midday in the out of doors. And what a lovely, picturesque little main street we've got here. We did look around town during our first visit. I'm sure there are things I've missed. Let me check if I have a map of Bright Falls, Maine. I do indeed, and there are many areas of it that I have not accessed yet. The Valhalla Nursing Home. Current residence of Tor and Odin Anderson. According to the secret room in control. No, listed collectibles on the map that I can see. Plenty of locked doors, since he refused to whip it out. Door _item _bolt _cutters. Well, that answers one question I had. I don't think it's supposed to have that name in the main map, but I was wondering what got rid of those yellow locks, and I think now we know. Alright, so I'm not going to worry too much about town. I'm sure we'll be back, bolt cutters in hand, to take care of that. Let us head to Watery. Ooh, kind of nice that you can decide to go back to Cauldron Lake at any time. That's great. Watery first. I'll need bolt cutters before I return to Cauldron Lake anyway. You drove all day? It's like 10 minutes. 10 minutes away. Why is it dark now?
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Well, that's so kind of you.
Assuming
Sussing
we
out my
believe
YouTubes.
I need to check this out.
I hope you enjoy Hollow Knight.
We need to find
I certainly
the cult.
did.
Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even
Barry
arrives.
in Valhalla, yes.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile,
you be careful back there,
Casey. Chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the Salt Shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
Local girl. Down from the big city, I'm a local girl. The air smells fishy down here. It's rain, madam. It's perspiration from the clouds. God's gentle tears. Why Why are you so confused by this? Okay. One quick, nope, put your flashlight away. One quick point of interest. I mentioned the incident with the salt shaker. The salt shaker! Is this the incident with the salt shaker? This whole place is made up of memories of hers. I want to know more about that. I want to know about all of your time with Alex Casey. You tell me everything. We're back to being a local girl.
More like underwatery. I'll have to tell Casey that one later.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I'm sure he'll go, huh. With both nostrils, like a full huh. No, you said perspiration. That's not God's tears. That's God's damp pit drippings. Oh, I didn't like the way the words felt in my mouth. I didn't like it in my mouth. This boat seems unclaimed. Shotgun. Oh, is it one of yours? Sorry, I claimed it. So, keys. Whip it out. Fishing rules. Do not feed the fish. Do not catch and release. Cook what you catch. You have to cook it. You can't release it. Have you seen Stella? I can't zoom in far enough to see the details, but I'm so worried about Stella. I should ask around about that, too.
What did you used to say your dream job was as a kid? I bet it wasn't dock worker.
I don't know about all that.
Candygram?
Idle hands are the devil's playground, so...
Well, us fishing types appreciate you all, at least.
Just relaxing. Local girl here. Nothing to see. Just one of the locals.
Me a hand in helping out?
Oh, I'd be happy to.
The work.
Oh, you were talking.
And it's super.
Don't push him. Don't do it. I know it popped into your head. Don't push him. He's just trying to enjoy his day. Alright, seemingly nothing to grab down here, other than a little local color. Hey! Some sort of randy teens stole this shopping cart from the local supermarket and have overturned it here in a sort of cow-tipping ritual. Kinda looks like somebody into that guardrail, perhaps several times.
Husk of what used to be me left.
Same. Good to meet you. I feel a kindred spirit.
Well, they say being old is just a state of mind. I'd like to give them a piece of my mind.
Where are we supposed to go for fresh seafood now? Sounds wet back here. Why does it sound so wet back here?
Watery's definitely quaint.
Does this count as a trailer? Hi. You were staring at me for a while there. I know I have quite a pleasing bone structure, but
good to see you.
Got to be creepy. It's the nicest welcome I've received. I'm sorry, I assumed you were creeping on my bone structure. You're a nice man.
I bet they have good fish here.
Catch of the day. Let's get some. Let's do it. Locked. Oh, Aww. Excuse me. I suppose you have a master key. Is that a rubber ducky in a puddle? This is my favorite day. How lucky can one local girl be? Artie? Where are you, Artie? He must be in this building. Bathing and bathing. God's damp pits. Mayor Setter will stand up for justice. Setter for mayor. Tell me, where is this Mayor Setter, mayoral candidate?
Mayor Setter will stand up for justice.
I've been seeing his campaign posters. Their campaign posters? All over town. And I have questions about the future of Bright Falls. The Suomi Society. Metastyra. Bright Hunters. Is there a sign-up sheet? Ah, Valhalla Nursing Home Shuttle Service. Hi. You have a lot of keys. What's that? A goose! They're pretty tight
Hello?
on there, sorry.
Do you have a second?
Long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here.
We met.
They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry, no, I wanted to ask you about something else.
Are you from around here? Because that mustache looks distinctly European.
Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks.
To my knowledge, to Saga's knowledge, we have never been to Bright Falls before. But everyone seems to know us around here. And I'm so scared once we find those manuscript pages. What vicious and horrible changes Mr. has made to our
Can you
lives.
put me to any trailers around here?
Sure. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Ilmo Koskela owns it. He owns many things in town.
Of the Koskela brothers.
And where is Ilmo?
I saw Ilmo
Of television
and his
fame.
brother at the bridge. Well, what used to be the bridge.
We have a Polaroid of his European stash for later viewing. In my lonely late-night hours, I'll remember this. Yotanyo. Artie. I love my own.
Okay then. Catchy tune.
Wonderful day. I want to interrogate folks. I do not want to interrupt the performance. Sorry, everybody. I'm a big fan. I guess I have a new song to learn. And it's so happy, too.
Sen tunnet, et voi unohtaa, vaikka kasvot piiloutuu veriverhon taa. On yötön yö, se sielun syö. On yötön yö, se sinut syö. Rajainen hän luoksesi saapuu. Hänet verhottu on varjojen kaapuun. Monta
Yep, I'm gonna be memorizing this for the next several months. I would love to talk to him. Are you not wearing socks, R.I.P? I mean, it's not up to me to question God's fashion choices, but I can see your ankle veins, is all. And if you were wearing socks, well, I wouldn't be able to see them. But that's no way to make fashion choices for your own life based on someone else's subjective criticisms. You do what you want, R.I.P. Ooh, a map. Yoink. Thank you. Thank you for this map. So glittery, I can't even read the names over here. Is this Watery's own Nessie? An anonymous source sent this photograph to our editors, claiming it was captured during the last full moon. A majestic beast hidden in the depths of the water? Or an elaborate prank? A sea creature that defies the very laws of nature? Or a submarine relic from the Cold War era? A lonely wanderer searching for companionship and compassion? Or a fearsome monster out for blood? These questions, among others, haunt our editorial team here at the Bright Falls Record, after one of our avid readers sent in this mysterious photograph as evidence of an unidentified creature roaming Watery's waters and making a rare but opportune appearance. This titillating spotting might just be the event of the year. As we dive deeper into this mystery, we here at the Bright Falls Record invite all our readers to a naming competition. What should our local beast be called? Watery Wanda? Shelley, the sea monster? Send in your suggestions even now. More updates and revelations to follow as the story unfolds. Welcome to Coffee World. One-of-a-kind amusement park opens in Watery. I'm sure all of our readers know Ilmo Koskela, who, with the help of his brother Jaakko, has been making our small town of Watery a bustling hub with his various business ventures. The latest of these, Coffee World, has its grand opening just around the corner. I had the chance to ask Ilmo a few questions about Coffee World. Question: what is Coffee World about? I'm glad you asked. No, don't do the accent. That's offensive. Coffee World is the world's greatest coffee-themed amusement park for all ages, and right here in our hometown of Watery. It's got all the rides, thrills, and excitement you could ask for. And of course, lots of delicious fresh coffee, both hot and iced. Put that in. How did this unique business idea come about, Ilmo? Well, as you know, Elmo is all about ideas. No, wait, I got confused. That's not who we're interviewing. I'm all about ideas. An idealist, you could say. But what's even more important to me than my many successful businesses in our hometown, with my help, we can revitalize Watery, build its economy back up, bring the tourists back in, and enjoy ourselves in the process, too. Coffee World is just as much for the people, for the townspeople, as it is for the out-of-towners. Which, I question you, attractions should the visitors be sure not to miss? Oh, that's like having to choose a favorite child. It's impossible. The Slow Roaster is, of course, a wonderful ride full of mystery and magic, and the Espresso Express is sure to give you a thrill. Also, don't forget to drop by the Fresh Pot gift shop on your way and bring your wallet. You never know what treasures you might find. Coffee, at least, I bet. Yes, coffee. Moose Fest meets Suomi Hall. Raffles, karaoke, and skits. Glogi, Korvapusti, and Karjalan Piraka. Come one, come all. In all likelihood, I've butchered the pronunciations, and I'd like to internationally apologize now. A terrifying, strange dive into the dark depths of an artist's mind. Tom the Poet by Thomas Zane. A pinprick of light in an ocean of darkness. Starring Barbara Jagger as the dark presence, Cynthia Weaver as the Lady of the Light, Emil Hartman as the assistant. Written and directed by Thomas Zane, based on a novel by Alan Wake. It just got around and around, eating its own tail forever. I just want to know. The dark doppelganger in the art and life of Thomas Zane. Originally Thomas Sane. Auteur. Guest lecture by the president of the Brights Falls Film Society, Thomas Emerson. Discussing Zane's early career in Finland, his artist commune in Bright Falls, his lost work, Tom the Poet, his mysterious disappearance in 1970, playing his own dark double in his films, the poet, the writer, the diver, Thomas the Rhymer. Does Thomas Zane even exist? Who wrote who? This is Artie's Green Room, and I'm just privileged to be here. Artie and the janitors. A lovely group of folks. Anyone who's a friend of Artie's is a friend of mine. Oh, I'd really like to get that autograph on stage from him. Does anyone have a master key?
You were a handsome dear.
I wonder if at some point a mechanic of the game is going to unlock similar to the mop bucket, let's say, that requires this deer because you find them almost everywhere. In major towns and such. I love the fact that Artie is just singing the same song over and over again to an absolutely rapt audience. And it will continue to infinity. I would not have it any other way. I don't mean to interrupt. I apologize now. I'm going to talk to your audience, okay?
Excuse me. Do you know when...
Hush! Artie's in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed.
I know he is, Rose. I don't want to interrupt it either. I'm just trying to gather information about my FBI investigation. Could you... I'll let you guys enjoy it. Thanks for your time. Hey, can I get a cup of that to go? With one of those little lids? Don't put one of the weird things in that, like, blocks the drink hole, though. What's the point? If you're so clumsy that you're gonna spill out of the tiny drink hole, you just shouldn't be having the coffee in the first place. It's a hot take. There's revolver ammo in here. Rose, what are you hiding? It's such a pleasure to hear him sing again. I've missed you, my love. It's probably the most difficult action I've ever taken in the game, to walk out that door and stop listening. Alright, we're moving on. So we got a lead on the trailer park from our friend Bloom. Anything else in town we need to add to our clue board? It's, again, none of my business. You can look however you want to look. Could I just suggest you just that. Just a half second's worth of just off to the side, and you'll be, handsome. Handsome as hell. Okay, no, you just keep rocking it. Not for hire. There's a puppy back here. Puppy! Is it the missing dog? I hope we get to find the missing dog and that they're okay and get lots of smoochies. Everybody's got revolver ammo. I'm pretty happy about it. Not gonna lie. Speaking of which, I am fully loaded. Good. Ritva. What did you call me?
Oh, you rascal. What have you been up to this time around? There's only so many times I can keep
Just being a
fixing the same
rascal.
hole.
Oh, you're talking to the boat. I'll break your concentration / one of your fingers.
I hitched her up so securely.
Can I ask you a couple of
Swear this
questions?
vessel has a mind of its own.
He's just been sitting around all day on his big cushy hemorrhoid cushion sniffing paint thinner. I'm a detective. I can deduce certain things about his morning.
Why would you want to sail
The
away
ocean
from
firefly.
me, old boaty?
God, that's shiny.
Don't you like me? I like you.
Sometimes you gotta talk sweet to your boat. I understand. So deeply appreciate the stream this morning. You're cleaning the room and resituating my sewing area in the bedroom. I am so glad you're here for it. I appreciate all of your time. It is such a pleasure just to exist in this world. I'm sure the game is meant to be played all straight through, front to back, without stopping and making fun of, let's be honest, / talking about every NPC we come across, but
Hello.
I just want to live here so bad. Person. Human person. Totally normal human person here. Definitely not some sort of undercover agent / cultist sent on a spy mission. Ah, somebody's naked. Oh, you're supposed to look away when someone's naked. Sorry, I did the opposite of that. Someone was naked and I bored right down on it. Alright, let's go talk to the sauna goers. It's very important. Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Contact Elmo to find your dream home today. Elmo says you'll love it at the
Mom's
trailer
family was
park.
from Sweden. I've always imagined it kind of like this. Saunas, lakes. Seems nice.
This looks like a nice time. Roadside. Not road. Lake. Lakeside sauna. I do believe this is actually the painting Artie had in his maintenance closet at the FBC headquarters. Because it was like a little porch with beautiful autumnal leaves right on the waterfront. So I wonder if this is the sauna where he is
Sarah, Sauna
vacationing.
doesn't fix what ails ya. You're a goner.
They also say silence is
Gentlemen.
golden.
Your little kangaroo baby pouches are so shiny and glistening. What's your secret? What is your secret?
Have you heard old Pat's radio show lately? Yeah, I've
Spit
heard
on
he's
me when you
losing his
said
grip on
Pat.
reality.
Now I'm gonna walk away from you.
I don't care to listen to pointless jibber jabber.
Plosive there.
Not on the radio.
Hey.
Not in the sauna.
I'd better just ease into the cult of the tree bit. I'd better not be like, "Hi, you're underdressed. Any news about the cult?" Let's ask him about this
Enjoying the
sauna.
sauna?
You bet. The steam is amazing on my creaky old joints. I'm just waiting for
amazingly
Ozzy
rusty
to
and
wrap
creaky
up
old
his
crutches,
show
too.
so we can crack open some beers.
I've read that taking a sauna is good for preventing dementia.
Yeah, and so is beer.
And so is Nordic walking. Ah, the health benefits.
Ever heard of the cult of the tree?
The half-deer, half-man monsters? Oh, sure I've heard of them. They're the reason I can't risk taking walks in the forest anymore. If one of them shows up, how am I supposed to get away? I can't run with a bad hip. I'd be killed for sure. I could maybe use my crutches to defend myself. Do you think that'd work? You're the professional.
Probably smart just to stay in the sauna for now.
I could teach you a little Brazilian capoeira, and you could fight dance the hell out of them on those crutches. I think you might want to check with your doctor about the blood flow to your feet. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of your crutch-based condition, but your feet are very pale, and I worry about your circulation. Maybe some compression socks? Some sort of... I don't even know what. Blood thinners? There's some paint thinner around the corner. We could try that. We could try that first. I'm not a doctor, though. This seems dangerous. And pointy. Just about crotch level. I don't care for this at all. Stumble around out of the sauna at night and catch my towel on them splinters there, and oh, it's gonna be embarrassing for everybody.
Whoa, sure is nice out here by the water. Nice and quiet.
Sure is. A little dark in das sauna. Trying to hide something from the FBI, are we? I mean, it probably technically belongs to someone. I shouldn't just. But yoink, that's mine now. What was that? Shotgun shells? I'd really like this hatchet as well. A hatchet would serve me well when the night falls upon the bright falls. Smells of several different old men in here. This windbreaker ought to keep me cool. I'm back. I woke up again. I was just out for a couple of minutes. Nice facilities you've got. I'll be visiting later, when I'm not on the job, for a little recreational steam upon my person. Speaking of being upon my person, what is your name? And what, more importantly, is your deal?
A trailer park. I need to find the manager. Ilmo Koskela.
Big fan? Big fan of the Warhammer universe?
Hey, Saga! Over here!
Do we know one another? Local television celebrity Ilmo Koskelka. Koselka? Hi. I love your commercials. Let me just say first off. Now, how do we know one
Hey.
another?
I'm looking for Ilmo Koskela, owner of the trailer park.
Then you're in luck. Introducing the brothers who need no introduction, the Koskelas. Ilmo voted Businessman of the Year by the Bright Falls Herald, and Jaakko, a stay-at-home dad. I'm proud of that. I missed that Anderson sense of humor. It's great to see you again, Saga. Yeah, super nice to see you again, Saga.
They act like they've known me for years. This keeps happening.
And yet, you don't ask anyone about it. You don't ask anyone how they've known you for years. You just keep harping on about this cult nonsense because that's literally your job at the FBI, but... What have you dropped there? Is that a pet turtle? Make sure you keep your eye on him. Don't wander off. You've got my boots ashy now. What have you done? That's technically a misdemeanor. I'll write you up for ashy
You own the
boots.
trailer park, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the owner of the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park, me, can help you with that. It's good to have our funniest resident back.
Resident?
His smile is infectious.
I don't understand what you mean.
If this is your way of getting out of any outstanding bills, don't worry. They've been handled. Must be hard coming back to where you and your little girl lived.
It's like they remember a different reality. Is the horror story messing with their memories?
Excuse me, boys. One moment. I'm going to profile you in my mind. Be right back. Couple of handsome gents.
Ilmo made it sound like I lived here. Does he really believe that?
Light, laughter, and love will guide you home. Saga and her daughter. Oh boy. Happy faces raise property value. Family comes first, Ilma. We take care of her trailer while she's gone. She's one of us, Jaakko. Her spare key is safe and sound.
The Koskela brothers have happy memories of me living here. This must be the story affecting them. I'll play along for now. I need the key to that trailer.
I don't like to be dishonest with such lovely young boys. But sure, we'll play along for now. They're just a couple of young boys. Still no? Fine. There's a trailer park near the Watery Lighthouse. Nearby. Called the Watery Lighthouse Trailer Park. Yoink!
A trailer park is a good place to look for a trailer. Keep it
What
simple,
does
Saga.
Ilmo know? They really think I lived here. This is unnerving, but at least I can exploit it. It's distasteful to get inside this trailer. You're exploiting young boys. Bloom mentioned Ilmo Koskela owns a trailer park. Ilmo can tell me more. Wait, go back in and go down. That's the one that's not active yet. Or is it? Fact versus fiction. Anderson, unit number 2.
Wake says the story will change reality around us. If that's true, then I need to know what's real and what's fiction.
Which parts are false? Which, if any, are real? According to Wake, the story is changing people's memories. That's why they think they know me. But I am not a character. I am real. I need to track what's part of the story and what isn't. Ilmo owned the trailer park where I supposedly lived, calls me his funniest resident. Finally, someone appreciates my jokes. But seriously, what kind of life did I live here? Rose recognized me in the diner at Bright Falls and says that I moved away after Logan died.
Think, Saga.
Logan is not dead. But what else did the story change about her life? Knowing might help me fight this thing. Alright, sorry, gentlemen. I was just giving you some deep consideration. Tell me about Coffee World. I see the ride back there. It looks thrilling. Filled with amusement.
So what is Coffee World?
You mean you haven't seen our commercial for it?
No, I've seen it.
Coffee World is a smooth
all
blend of rides, food, and fun. We even had a real moose. Until recently. Plus, right next to Coffee World is the workshop of our own Kalevala Knights motorcycle club. We're busy building the floats for Deerfest. Don't go peeking, though. You know, we're saving the big reveal for Deerfest.
I will go peeking. Thank you for suggesting it. Wait, what is it you said? About your commercials.
So...
Lovely.
Your commercials.
They're more than commercials, Saga. Our goal is to both entertain and educate local viewers about the fine products and services we provide. And, Jaakko here really comes alive in front of the camera. Really.
Yes.
Fuck off. I'm just there for the free beer. Not sure what Ilmo's excuse is. Hey, I'm writer, producer, co-lead, director. Do yourself a favor and, check them all out.
I plan on it. I fully
Are you
plan on it.
familiar with the Cult of the Tree?
Yeah, we always thought it was an urban legend. Kids drawing creepy symbols to scare each other, but, now it's gotten pretty damn real, huh? It's terrible what happened. We're all in shock.
Well, we're looking into it. Hoping to get things back to normal soon.
We're all for that. As normal as it ever gets around here.
Sorry, one more musing I need to make. I'll be right back with
the cult is just an urban legend. Or does he?
There are things that go bump in the night. It's all true. It's all true. Sound the alarm, brother. Gather the troops, brother. Jaakko, the shadow of the forest is creeping closer.
They don't think it's an urban legend at all. They understand it's dangerous.
When is she just gonna acknowledge that she's full-on psychic? She's not deducing any of this. She is wildly talented, and let's celebrate it. Come on, Saga. I'd like to see, my trailer, unit number 2, where I used to live with my baby daughter, Logan, before she drowned. Please?
All joking aside, yes,
Shh, I'm
I
playing
would
along.
like to see my trailer. Do you have a spare set of keys?
Good for you. Yeah, I have a spare set. They're just over at Coffee World. I'd get them for you, but Jaakko and I have to head to Bright Falls. The spare keys are in the gift shop safe. I'll call ahead and have someone get them out for you. Oh, the road's flooded, but if you just follow this trail behind me, it'll lead you there.
I'd love to. I hear
Call
it's
the
good
gift
for the
shop so they can
circulation.
give Saga a hand.
Yep.
Cholesterol. It was lovely to speak with both of you, like, in all genuine fact. Two of my favorite
Nothing?
gentlemen.
What am I paying them for?
Guess they're busy.
Gonna have to break into your
after
gift
they
shop
finally
safe, aren't
pick up, we really need to get over to Bright Falls for that, thing.
Yep.
Must be busy at the park. These are off-peak hours, Jaakko. They're just slacking.
And I've heard it all. I'm really seeing how the sausage is made here at Coffee World. I'm just gonna break into your safe. I'll find some documents or something with the code. It's gonna be fine.
There's Coffee World.
Deduce
Need to get across
the
the river.
code by profiling one of your employees. Oh, you didn't mention my boots were gonna get wet on this hiking trail. Sorry, Mr. Map. I didn't mean to be so forward with you. I was just trying to zoom in. Getting a little bit close to a full inventory. Should probably let Saga take a turn in the shoebox. Next time we have the opportunity.
What was that?
Sounded like an angry, psychopathic woodsman running full speed towards me, pantsless. Or maybe just a stone that tipped over. One of the two. Nope, it's definitely the pantsless woodsman, now that it's happened twice.
Fuck!
It was a bird.
FBI, show
Oh, no,
yourself!
it's not a bird. It is the furthest thing from a bird. We got sprinters.
It's shooting!
Oh. Pistol. Weak shoulder he had. Daylight taken? I'm confused. Oh, nice dodging. Oh, you're invincible. That's why. You're not dodging at all. Go down! Go down and stay down! Please stop that. It's really freaking me out. Good boy.
More people turning into Taken. Is this the cult? Or the story? Or both?
Just a touch of both. Alright, we got a shack up there. Might be some sort of safe zone. Let's check for pages in the underbrush first. Aha! An
There's a rhyme over
FBC
here.
child ritual site. What do we got? The gentle beast with a beautiful crown runs through the woods. Antlers. With a worried frown, from the hunter he flees between the mighty trees to make it out alive. Jewelry. There's the mighty beast. Now we just need a hunter. Moose. Oh, nice. 2 mighty beasts. I guess the moose versus the deer would probably have a more majestic crown? Or is the moose the hunter? Angry moose. Cute moose. Make all the boy moose go. That just lives in a corner of my head somewhere, and I will never forget it. Make you look like a moose, but a cute moose. Alright, so am I supposed to just use the moose and the deer to resolve this, or is there a hunter doll in a secondary location? Perhaps. You ain't getting me to no secondary location. I guess we could try it. We do still have a wolf doll, too.
Huh. Oh, shit.
I guess it just needed the one. And it is no longer interactable, so perhaps I'm a genius. Alright. Let's quickly place these on the board in my mind. Whoop. Jumped to the map. No. There. Caseboard.
Don't need to go over all this again.
Said someone at Coffee World could help me. Rhyme Found at the shooting range near Watery. Something distasteful about the phrase watery rhymes. Moose doll used to solve the rhyme puzzle. What are these? Who made them? Strange dolls. There we go. Collect the whole set. Kind of hard to tell it's a deer. I suppose clothespins are a limiting medium. It's true. I love the antlers and its little face. Nicely made. This rhyme was about a moose evading hunters. Alright. So, glad we checked down here. This seems to be a dead end now. Check the other pathway on the right side. Scared the shit out of me, Mr. Moose. What were you thinking?
This is ridiculous. Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
Thank you for your time. The narrative only changes gradually. Look, I made a moose out of thin air with some chalk and toys. It's a gradual moose. Come on. Your face is interactable. Boop. Aww. Darn near moosed my trousers. I love you guys. Okay. Any other rituals in the woods? Shouldn't have asked. The game has answered. They're listening to my microphone. Rituals in the woods you want? Well then. Okay, fine. I'll check it out. I'm a brave FBI agent. I'm not scared. You're scared. We're fine. Everything's fine. It can't hurt us.
What had kept
I just
Watery
want to sip
afloat all these years?
of juice.
A century, if not more. The locals knew the answer. Grit. Or as they put it in the language of their Finnish forefathers, sisu. These days, sisu was needed more than ever. The town was fading. It never quite recovered from the lumber mill shutting its doors. Now the fishing was drying up as well. Most people had left to find jobs in other towns.
In 2010.
Only the most tenacious stubbornly remained. Dug in. Parasites in the body of a terminal patient. Sisu. Some people tried to resuscitate the town. The Koskela brothers double-handedly warded off the impending darkness with their ventures. Coffee World brought tourists, money, and jobs. Coffee-themed fun for all ages. The Kalevala Knights Motorcycle Club built parade floats. The bikers repaired vehicles and volunteered locally. But it wouldn't be enough. Watery needed a miracle. The end of the road was in sight. It was coming fast.
Seems like every time the town is in mortal danger, a pair of Norse brothers saves it. Through the power of rock, or the power of local cable TV commercials. Both.
Another locked
Intense
box.
mediums in their own right. What do we have here? Another one of these. Did it do that for the other one and I just completely missed it? And I could have just backed out and gone back in to see the code before my very eyes. Maybe I was looking at the chat last time or something. I'll take those. I'll take that. Yummy. really running out of inventory space. I found another dead Taken over by the radio tower. Looked like it was bashed to death. There was a lunchbox and some weird knitting by the corpse, too. Rose, have you taken to log ladying the Taken? Have you taken to it? That was repetitive. I took care of the body. But that's the third one this month. Everyone keep your eyes peeled. We need to find this guy and let him know the cult of the tree means business. I think you'll find, if you try to mess with her knitting, that Rose, too, means all sorts of fucking business. I still don't know if it's Rose, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping. So this way led to just that? Was there a path off to the left? Double check before we leave. There sure was. Mm-hmm. Sort of seems to double back to the cabin that I was curious about. Assuming none of these work, but why not try? I smell a corpse. Almost certainly a corpse underneath this rock. Finely trained nose. No. Just bottles, I guess. Never understand the phrase, keep your eyes peeled. I understand what's meant by it, but I always picture peeled like what I do to taters. That is a deeply distressing thought. As soon as you break the skin, just... Oh, it's a jelly. Stop it. Whoever's chanting back there, you stop it now. Are you about to go parachuting? What's on your face? Like some sort of Oculus Quest? Whew. It's fine. I don't know if I just shot him very strangely in the eye. It looked like he was wearing a mask the entire time he was rushing at me. Maybe it was my fault. That's right, boy. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. Alright, so there is a little pathway leading higher up. That makes me curious, now that we're not getting whispered at from the down below. Let's take a quick peek up here. I also desperately don't want to, if there is a save station in that cabin, I don't want to run into the main progress path without having used it like a fool. So maybe we should go back? Is this the radio tower where you said you found Dead Taken? Alright, we'll come back up this way. Let's go check the cabin just to make sure. If we can save it, I would like that very much. The environments in this one are wonderfully expansive compared to the linearity of the original. Your mom's pants are wonderfully expansive. Oh! Oh, no one was around to hear it. I was hoping there'd be a Taken that would just crumble under the weight of that insult.
There's another cult
And I
stash.
wouldn't even have to waste the ammo. Hey, if you take the crossbow, out, put it back in the stash when you're done. P.S. I changed the code as asked. Alright, who asked you? Who asked you? Also, why are you shooting at Coffee World mascots? You treat your brethren across the river there at the garish eyesore with respect, okay? Is this a safe room? It has none of the trappings of a safe room. But does it have a safe code? I mean, this could be a code. That's really on the line between 3 and 4. 9? I guess I would say 3, 2? 932? If we're going top to bottom, it could just be, what do the kids call it, a dartboard, and I'm off in the weeds, but worth a shot, I guess. Seemingly nothing marked on the calendar. So yeah, I guess that's about the only 3-digit code around. There's no real indication it has to be in this cabin. Worth a shot. These don't have numbers, do they? 5, 7, 2. How many arrows are in each? So 1 arrow in 5, 3 arrows in 7, 2 arrows in 2. So 5, 2, 7. Probably a little more logical than just, oh, there's darts in these. Damn fine cup of coffee. If you aren't wearing the mask, this does not belong to you. Aren't we all, in one way or another, wearing the mask? Okay, I'm gonna take this. Oh, my inventory's full. Damn. That's why I was so hoping this would be a safe house. I guess I could just use a first aid kit or something. The button for the inventory is Y. We found it. Alright, I obviously need these. I guess I could crack open another charm bracelet to get it out of my inventory. No, don't equip it. Don't you dare throw that at me. You move that up, and is that enough? 3 slots? Yeah. Alright, we are full. Our inventory is thick. But I have 1 crossbow bolt. I have several crossbow bolts. Okay, I have 1 crossbow bolt. Give me give me these. No, it's not gonna happen. Okay. I'm not sure why. Seemed to be quite obviously the ammo for you to take, Saga, with you on this journey. But if you're too shy to handle them, I understand. I'm just a little disappointed. Okay. Oh, good point. Yeah, maybe it counts as ammo in my inventory, and I am stocked. Thank you. I'm sure that's what's happening, actually. I could use a trauma pad real quick. Let's do it. Get up to full health. Thank you. That was incredibly foolish of me. Perfect. Alright, must be 4 in a max stack. 4 out of 4, sure. Alright, I'll take 5 crossbow bolts for $600, Alex. Maybe I can turn it into a safe room. Been a while since we've done the old generator minigame. Yes. Fresh coffee. Thanks, magical thermos. What a wonderful time. Now we can access the shoebox. Oh, everything I've ever wanted has fallen into my lap. Okay, so it is very, space-wise, very expensive to be holding a lot of weapons. It would be fun to try the crossbow. Is it worth it at the expense of not having a shotgun, full stop? I could probably drop a couple of flares. Without much risk. I do have a charged Saga's flashlight. That would be more helpful than a breakable coffee mug to save me from death. Because I don't mind dying. I'm pretty cool with it at this point in my life. If I'm not used to dying by now, I mean, what's wrong with me? So let's keep those coffee mugs on standby for when we really need it later in the game, which I'm sure we will. Drop this propane tank. I'll keep my first aid kits, keep my trauma pills, ammo. The flares I'm not sure of. Do we need 4 flares? It's fine for now. We got a little wiggle room. Let's go for it. Overwrite my manual save. Just a local girl. Ooh. What have we here? Saga in the watery woods. Something very pleasant about that turn of phrase.
Saga was beginning to see why Casey disliked the woods so much. They felt oppressive here. Too many places to hide. The distorted carnival music drifting from the amusement park ahead did not help. What the Koskalis had said about her living in Watery with Logan unsettled her. For the horror story to involve her was one thing, but involving her daughter was crossing a line. Something darted across the path ahead, too fast to see. Saga drew a weapon. Her eyes searched the woods.
She blew his fucking eyeball right out of its socket.
Saga swiveled to look. A local. A man on the ridge above her. No, not a man. A monster with a hatchet in each hand. It shouted down at her. Hunting season was a bust!
Not for me. I got pounds upon pounds of meat from my freezer. Wait, what was that? Whoop? Some sort of certificate. Nope. The certificate, if you please. Ooh, we'll get there. Aha!
High strangler case. Proud of that one.
Mile High Strangler is a euphemism I'd rather not go into right now, but thank you. Certificate of Meritorious Achievement to Agent Saga Anderson in 2019. Supervisory Special Agent Stacy Marrow. Have we heard the name Marrow anywhere before? Every living thing in the Remedyverse is intertwined like layers of a delicious soup. that has layers. You know, one of those layered soups. You know. Don't play coy with me. So I primarily use the pistol just because that's like the only ammo I ever find. We could continue to increase pistol stuff. Let's go for a magazine size
Saga had
increase.
lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
Yeah, she did. She felt good about it. The powerful thrusting of the gunpowder in her hand. It made her want to kill again. Alan, your writing is getting a little, just let's dial it back. Mr. Potsdam has entered the chat. Well, get him out of here. I don't want to be associated with him. I suppose I may as well take one of my 3 remaining inventory slots up for some additional crossbow bolts. Never know when you're going to need to headshot someone twice in the dark. With the screaming. And then we'll give it a quick save so as to cement that decision. Now let's get down to the watery's edge. Hello, hello. Hope you didn't miss the best part of the game. I'm sure you haven't. I'm sure the best is yet to come. Alright. Making our way to Coffee World. It takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't it be nice to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows you're... I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Just thinking about little Simon Petrikov and Marceline again. And I went to the dark place. Swear to God, if I see a merman, he is toast. Get out of here. Get out of here with your fish butt. Oh, why? Mermen deserve to live, too. Unless they're, you know, jerks. If they're nice, they deserve to live. Your drafty door is all kinds of plasticed and weather-proofed up just in time for the winter season. Good job. If I was physically real, I would high-five you right now. And ooh, it would sting, but in a good way. You'd be like, Somewhere in the dark recesses of your mind, someone would whisper, Daddy. As you felt the sting upon your palm. Alan, you're writing. It's getting... Oh. Batteries. Really badly want to shoot this apple. I want to be William Tell. I want an overture. Fine. I'll save it.
And another lunchbox.
Hi, hero. I think a few pieces of paper from my private fan fiction project got mixed into some of these stashes. You know, don't do that. You don't know what's at stake. But I don't know which ones. I posted some online, and they're getting pretty good reviews, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't read them. You know, it's a privacy thing. I will try not to. I respect that. I respect that, and I respect you. Not only for your knitting prowess. Is there a way to get down there? That seems quite soggy. But I'd like to get down there. I'm supposed to be headed towards the bright lights, the big city. But I'm just a local girl. I'm too shy to go that way. I'd love to find out if there's a path back here I missed that leads me to the watery doorstep. Like it was a little dog sitting pretty for a second there. I was like, oh, hi! I don't think there's a way around to that house. It's just a cool bit of background aesthetic. So I will swallow my local girl fears and head to the big city. Ranger cabin. For a second, because that leaf was positioned just right, I thought it was the Rancor cabin, and I got real excited. Can I take this boat? It's got the coolest little controls on it. I feel like a spaceman. Can't wade my way through. Alright, I'll stop trying to go to Rancor cabin. I must warn you, if you're out there lurking in the darkness with your dual-wielded hatchets, I have a brand new crossbow. I'm filled with rage. That's item number 2. And the trigger is quite sensitive. 3 warnings for you there. Pay special mind to number 2. It is bubbling up near the surface. You with your tiny hatchets and I'm so angry at you. Oh, I'm fine. This is all just a big misunderstanding. Welcome to Coffee World. Hooray! Come get some cotton candy. How you say it? This is not where you get the cotton candy. If someone says, come with me, let's get some cotton candy, takes your hand and leads you here, you run, and you tell an adult. You tell an adult as soon as you can. A better metaphor for America. I can't think of one. Splintery, repurposed old palette, painted with gaudy colors. Scratch on the hunt. Sounds like a great 80s television show.
Scratch stalked through the forest, a terrifying dark presence in the night, more sensed than seen. Darkness boiled in his skull, like a storm cloud crammed into a bottle. The woods were alive with those he had taken.
Visceral
they
imagery.
were coming with him, directed by him. His army of darkness. His singular purpose was a sharp, pulsing black hole in his head, waves roaring out of it to whip his flock into a frenzy, filling them with his purpose. The clicker. He wanted it. To make his horrific ending to the story come true. The art was there. The clicker would push it across the final threshold, a detonator to send out a tidal wave that would spread to overtake reality. He was so close to claiming it. The Taken gibbered and shouted, straining against their invisible leashes, filled with bloodlust. Scratch let them go. They launched themselves into the night with violent glee. He ripped a signpost from the ground, swung it in his hands as if it was made of air. Ahead, the music started. It called him. It called him on. Let the final Deerfest commence.
Let there be no more Deerfest. Yoink. Thank you kindly. Uh-oh, did you forget to wash your hands? All right, step 1. Go ahead and turn on the faucet. Not too hot, Don't want to scald your little fingertips. Now apply soap to your hands. Don't be stingy. Rub a double dubs, at least 20 seconds each finger. That's a long time. Wipe your hands until they are nice and dry. It doesn't say anything about putting your hands under the faucet. If I was to follow these directly, I'd turn on the faucet, then like turn away, get some soap, and just rub it and rub it and rub it, and then wipe my soapy hands on, I guess, nothing. Wipe your hands just with my other hand. No towel. Until they're nice and dry. They'll just be sticky with soap all day. Suds on everything I touch. These are terrible instructions. We need some QA on here. Alright, into Coffee World.
Hello? Anyone here? Nope. Did they get out? Did the Taken get them? Or were they turned into Taken? I'll need to get the key to the trailer park myself. Ilmo said the key is kept in the gift shop safe.
I'm crazy about pills. Look at these little cuties. Aww. I want to relive my childhood now. Fish are all dancing around a giant piece of cheese pie. I assume to be cheese pie. Oh, those are coffee beans. I was like, what in the hell am I looking at up close? It's coffee beans. Just looked a little strange from certain angles. Coffee World review notes. Pros. Coffee-themed names for the rides are mildly amusing. Nice view of Watery from the top of the Ferris wheel. The mascots were trying their best. They weren't good. No one would say they were good, but it was a pro that they were trying their best. What else? Okay, coffee. Cons. Rickety rides. A general creepy mood to the place. Seemingly money-hungry owner. And they killed the poor moose. 2 out of 5 stars. You kill a moose, you get 1 star max. I'm sorry, that's my review policy. Now I'm worried. Because a live moose, I could handle. We can make friends with a live moose. But if a moose has been killed and reanimated by the Taken, there's no making friends there. The Low Roaster. This is where all the local teens come to get high, I assume? Not like on the... You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Another one of those cult boxes.
Only striped cups. Alright. 3 digits. Keep our eyes peeled for some striped cups. Is that a small plastic Christmas tree? But why? Why is this here? In our drunken fever state, seen double profoundly, the pyramid becomes a plastic Christmas tree. Ah, striped cups. Eh? Here comes one now. Number 1. Number 1, take the bridge. I have to take a number 2. Alright, number 1, number 4. I could probably just stand back a little further and catch it already, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait the entire time for it to come to me, because I am lazy. Number 1, number 4, number 7. Some combination of those. Got lucky. Alright. Do not take what is not yours. But that's been literally the theme of the entire game so far. It's just taking what's not mine. And you can't stop me now. Hot peppers. Yummy. Nope, nope, these were definitely poisonous seed pods. I need a hospital. Though what are hot peppers if not just poisonous seed pods? Fresh pot gift shop. That's what I'm looking for. I'd like to inspect the grounds a little further, but it's probably going to lead me through the grounds once the gift shop has been inspected, so I may as well stop in. There's a hole. Dear Liza. What's that? The Hall of Kalevala. I forget the other part of their name. Knights. That's right. Kalevala Knights. All of your toilets are out of order? That's not cool. People come here expecting to be able to relieve themselves. And you're feeding them diuretics by the barrel full. The entire theme of your amusement park is diuretics.
Locked. Needs something to jimmy it open with.
Something to jimmy it. Too soon. Rest in peace, Jim. I can't just with the butt of this crossbow. I mean, this is an emergency. I'm a federal officer. I like how they made his feet already look like delicious roast drumsticks. Ripe for the plucking. Alright, I'll go look for a key. This is so fun. I love a good survival horror amusement park. There's nothing better. At least as long as there aren't any clowns. If there are clowns, it drops in the list dramatically. Aw, I wish I had anyone in my life that loved me who could take a picture in this. Maybe someday. That gazebo looks perfect for smooching. It's all romantically lit. Bowling row. $3, 3 tries. Break a row to win. Why, I'd love to. Yeah. That's 2 tries. All right. What do I win? I'm gonna take this entire cardboard cutout with me in the car. It's probably not the prize. We're balloon popping. Oh, they give you little replacements, as if to say, come on. Come on. You know you want to try out your new crossbow. Come on. Wow, that is like a medieval style reload. We are taking our sweet time with it. I worry about that mid-combat. Alrighty. Good. More stocked than ever. And this one's got prizes. Oh, these little plushy coffee mugs are adorable. I need one of those in my life. He's just walking around holding his own handle? That's obscene, sir. In public, there are children here. Mr. Moose is shy. He hides behind the bucket, as if to say, hello. I'm happy to see you, but I am shy.
Jesus! Calm down, Saga. It's just a pot of coffee.
Is it?
Have a beautiful day.
Is it just a pot of coffee? Or is it a demon from the beyond? Beat the shit out of this voice box. How dare you? There's an entire garbage bag full of dookies back here. Oh no, I don't like this place. I don't like this garbage bag. This is the duck booth. They sure are letting me explore the entire amusement park relatively unscathed, which makes me worry so much. Oh, so much. But I want it. I want it for my wounds. Some of them are on the inside where you can't see. Some of them are mental wounds. Look at the size of this pie. Oh, hot damn. And that lattice crust. Sure, it's a little moldy from the elements. But still. Latte Lagoon. Kind of feels like this might drain later and you'll get to walk down there to those other tents. But I'm sure that's just wishful thinking. Alright. Back to the percolator.
Okay, then.
Oh. I actually get to ride one? This is sure not to end in tears. Let's go! Oh, stop! Oh! They're on the battlements! Oh, burn his ass! And then slowly reload. Wow, that's slow. Let's do it. let's just run instead. Instead of reloading again. Let's just go ahead and grab this out. Reload that bad boy. I like to only shoot you in your shoulders and hips. No other targets for me. Alright, I do not have my crossbow. Quick slotted. Probably a good time to do that now. Let's throw it on the down slope. Why not? And since it takes 13 seconds, we'll reload that. Good. What a fun ride. I mean, most amusement parks you go to, you just like sit on a ride and it turns you around. This time you got to kill 2 men. That's worth the price of admission. Ooh, screwdriver for Jimmy.
Always good to have a screwdriver.
Yes. I'm gonna Jimmy the hell out of things with this. Especially once I find Jimmy. What did I do? I'm just a child. Shut up, Jimmy. You know what you did. It's just gotten dark. I'm sorry. Again, it's not really up-close pictures of butts. They are coffee beans, and I'd thank you to remember that. This little goat is so cute. Look at how wonky his face is. Look at that face. And you tell me you wouldn't adopt that and give it hugs. Come on. What do we got here? We got 17 shots, so let's make that an even 16. Good lad. Oh, you got an achievement to shoot Mr. Drippy in Coffee World. Fantastic. I just would have anyway. Hi. Pop that back in. There you go. No! Time. Okay. Get that crossbow bolt back. What happened to her? I didn't like split her in half with an axe. What the hell happened? I just shot you with 2 crossbow bolts max. Speaking of crossbow bolts max, where'd that end up? When I missed you. See you down there, Mr. Drippy. See you up there, Mr. Drippy. Got any friends with you? Oh, you're a quick one. Okay. Rats. Just skimmed over. Right in the throat. Aww. Cute little tush. Alright. Give me my thing. Super low on bolts. I can't have you taking them from me. And here I thought the gazebo was gonna be good for smooching. Turns out it's only good for dying. Somebody left a hamburger out, though, and I am peckish. I hear you laughing, Mr. Drippy. Please stop.
Coffee world is all smiles.
Yeah, it is.
Watery.
That's been my experience. Haha, you can't see me in here. Right in your tum bum. I hope I get an upgrade later to increase that reload speed, because that is terrifying in the heat of combat. Alright. Look at you up there. Your little talons. It's a man of many talons. It's a big Mr. Drippy. Oh, God. Oh, Mr. Big Drippy. See you latte. Aww, that's cute. I have not found the key to the gift shop. I'm guessing it's not outside of the amusement park. So this seems like it would be a mistake to see you latte. But maybe I just need to go like up to the lighthouse and back with the key. Lost cat? Oh no. We gotta look for this. Alright. Keep looking around Coffee World. While we're here. Mocha the Moose. Tell me a story about Mocha the Moose, sir. That's a low-down Moosey Coocher. One morning, during Coffee World's... We're moving past Moosey Coocher. Let's not dwell on it. One morning, during Coffee World's construction, a wounded moose was discovered taking shelter inside the Fresh Pot gift shop. Though limping from a leg injury, the wily moose proved too quick for wildlife rescue. Oh, let's not move fast. No, we're moving fast. After a long and unsuccessful chase, everyone stopped for a much-needed coffee break, brewing up some of the Coffee World's finest. Before the first cup was poured, the moose appeared, drawn by the delicious aroma, and with nostrils like this, who wouldn't be? He allowed himself to be treated in exchange for a steaming mug of what is now known as Mocha's signature blend. Since then, Mocha the Moose has become a beloved fixture of Coffee World, welcoming guests from across the country, and I've scrolled right off of it, as well as personally taste-testing each of our roasts to give them the Mocha seal of approval. Did they kill the moose with, like, heart trouble? From over-caffeination? Amusing Mocha facts. Mocha is around 6 years old. Did you know that moose can live up to 25 years? Mocha weighs 820 pounds. Did you know moose are the largest species of deer in the world? Mocha loves to swim. Did you know moose can get tan lines in their bikini area? They can also dive up to 20 feet underwater. Mocha's favorite drink is coffee. Did you know that Mocha is the only known moose with a caffeine addiction and heart palpitations? I'm sorry, Mocha. You deserved better than this, but at least you got to go out buzzing. Just woo! This is a sad replacement for what was once a live moose attraction. But also perhaps better for the environment in the long run. When you ask, Mayor Setter will speak. He's mayor. I thought it was just a coincidence when I made an Irish setter joke earlier, but is Mayor Setter a dog mayoral candidate?
When you ask, Mayor Setter will speak.
Because otherwise, that's a weird slogan. But if you're a dog, that's the best slogan ever, and I will also vote for you. Aww, they're in love. The Espresso Express. Move this away. The Hotari well, definitely not filled with the bones of past serial killing victims. Worry not. It's not haunted. No. From 1913. Legends say this is the dwelling place of the evil water spirit, the Nachi, who lures people to their watery graves. In the early days of Watery's history, this very well was where Ilmari Hotari hid the bodies of his victims with the help of his brother Jacopi Hotari. It was only after Ilmari murdered his own brother that their gruesome acts came to light. But was it madness or the spirit of the Naki possessing Ilmari that drove him to murder like he himself believed? He did not murder himself. That's called something else. Is there more to this well than meets the eye? Is there? I can just walk right in. Walk right into the well. But I don't know if I'm going to be well after I do that. Ah, I love a good light source. Soothes me on my skin.
Must be locked from the other side.
Well, fuck. Excuse me. Okay, I guess we're taking the well route. Stash. What do we got? What hides behind the smile? The combination, apparently. Oh yeah, I kept thinking, we're looking for a key still. We have the screwdriver. I should go back to the gift shop and drive it. But what hides behind the smile? Got a meat hook? Just hanging out here? That better be for piñatas. I don't see a Mr. Drippy or anything down this way. So we'll check the next one we come across, I suppose. The Espresso Express. Espress. Out of order. That's my favorite kind of rickety carnival ride to get on. The ones that are in desperate need of maintenance. These are all thermoses, are they? Adorable. I love it. Look at that little cutie. What hides behind that smile, I wonder?
No power.
No power?
Must be a fuse box around here somewhere.
Thanks, Saga.
The fuse is missing. Can't operate the ride without it.
I'm gonna jam a screwdriver in it. We'll see what happens. I just gotta... Saga, I hope you've said your prayers. Alright, so we'll be on the lookout for a fuse, I suppose. Not sure what that leads us toward, but it's interactable. I'd love to do it. No fuses here. Okay. So I'm looking for a smile. I'm headed back towards the gift shop. Oh, little Whiskers. The mustache of the animal kingdom. So handsome. Was this interactable
A list
before?
of maintenance work.
How did I miss it?
A screwdriver. Huh.
Supposed to read that before I left. I see. The lock is jammed again. I forced it last time with the screwdriver, which has disappeared again. Put shit back when you use it! Logged maintenance. Coffee World entrance sign defaced. Perhaps with waste matter. Cleaned with detergent. Waxed the sign. Should be good until someone tags it again tomorrow. Hashtag Victor. It's not how you how you say that. Slow roaster pod is stuck and won't swing. I hit it with some WD-40 and it seems good for now. Fallen tree near Latte Lagoon. Should probably call the tree guy. Chainsawed and removed, keeping the wood. Also keep that chainsaw locked up if you wouldn't mind. Several burned out bulbs on the percolator. Replaced and ordered more bulbs. Yoink. Squeaking on Latte Lagoon Car B. Tightened the bolts, less bad now. Percolator control panel jammed, removed front with screwdriver. Found a penny in there. Stuart! I've done this before, Saga. Exquisite work.
Now where is that safe?
Ah, I feel safe. I don't care where it is as long as I feel it.
Sorry, we're at a Bright Falls blend. Anna apologized to the customers. I'll just grab some from the back. More coffee coming right up. She suggested they ride the percolator while they waited. She passed Ilmo at the Espresso Express. Big smile, Anna. Coffee world is all smiles. Anna nodded, smiled. She smiled until her face hurt. Anna stopped walking,
behind the smile?
realized she was standing next to the Huatari well. Must have zoned out, she thought. She was about to go, but something in the well caught her eye. A shadow shifting in the dark. Anna was overcome by vertigo. The world tilted, and then she was falling down, down, down into the shaft. The darkness opened up to swallow her.
Sounds like the best ride here. I can't wait to try it. Coffee World. In the watery area. Whoa! Where are you going? There you are. All right. The story. The clicker. Quite an expansive case we're making. Coffee World,
Coffee
as it
World.
relates to the cult.
The most caffeinated place on Earth. And yet nobody's here to help me get that key.
Coffee World is certainly interesting and empty. Ilmo said someone would help me get the key, but nobody's here. Gift shop door is locked. Well, no, it's not. I'm standing inside it right now, as it happens.
Using screwdrivers to break into gift shops isn't exactly standard procedure.
We're striking new ground with the Bureau. You're a trailblazer, Saga. Accepted. Aha, the safe. Now we need some clues as to the combination. Clues? Why? It's like a curse with me. Hey, Ilmo, heads up. I got another angry voicemail from a parent about her kid really wanted to say porking himself. That's a different lawsuit entirely. Poking himself in the eye with one of the souvenir pucos. Whose grand idea was it to sell kids plastic knives in a coffee-themed amusement park anyway? Oh, right, that was your idea, Ilmo. Jeff, I need another moose favor. Ah, to live a life where that sentence could be deployed. Mocha was doing just fine. He even got a glowing vet report, and then bam! They say it was a heart attack. Now, I'm not blaming you. Maybe he just had a bad ticker. No tolerance for stimulants either. We're telling the kids that Mocha's taking a little vacation, but I could really use your help ASAP to maintain continuity. Do you have any more in stock? Mooses? That's not something you keep in stock. Thanks in advance, Ilmo. Ah, yeah, let's just go into the back where I keep all my spare meat. No, I don't have another moose. They're wild creatures. Our team. Remember to bring your liability forms for Tuesday's Bring Your Dog to Coffee World Day. Congratulations to Thomas for completing his first year at Coffee World. As usual, this week, this work anniversary earns you a free packet of freshly ground coffee, good for one roast. The percolator is unfortunately undergoing maintenance, but don't worry, we will fix it as soon as possible. Gift shop, janitor, security, lost and found, ride operations. Thomas, the rides are in disrepair. Where are you? All right. Clues on the safe itself, then. What do we got?
Locked. Okay.
Why did you change the
What
damn
would Ilmo
password
use
to
for
the
a
safe
code?
again? I thought it was Lookout, Fixer, Supplier. Who hurt you? Why are you so paranoid? Calm down. This one's easy. Tracker, Lookout, Cleaner. See, it's not rocket science. Alright, Tracker, Lookout, Cleaner. Does that apply to this job board?
Coffee World staff. Hope they're not all monsters now.
No, I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they're
The
not all
photos have
monsters at
stickers
all.
on them.
Coffee bean stickers. Susan, lost and found. Stuart, maintenance. Tomas, the ride operator. Victor, janitor. Nina, gift shop. Junice, security. Lucy, caregiver. Robin, park walk-around. Anna, concession stand. Who would be considered to be a tracker? Lost and found? Throw these up on the board. Safe combo. Stickers indicate how long, how many years the employees have worked. Okay. No two employees share the same responsibilities. Note mentions 3 jobs. Tracker, lookout, and cleaner. So if tracker is lost and found, lookout, would that be security or walk around? Not exactly sure what they mean by walk around, like tour guide or lookout as I walk around the park. So it might be Junas. And the number of years they've worked must be the number we're looking for. So we know that tracker 1, maybe security, lookout 4, 1, 4, and then walk around is also a term for a mascot. Okay, cool. I did not know that. And the 3rd job I've completely forgotten because I have no memory. The memory of a caffeinated moose. Cleaner. Maintenance. So 1, 4, janitor, maybe more accurately. Maintenance is just another kind of cleaning. 1, 4, and then 6. 4, 6. Hooray!
The keys to my trailer. Now to find the clicker and the Colt.
Look for a fuse in Kalevala Knight's workshop. Will do. There isn't a safe room here, is there? I don't want to go all the way back to that other building across the river. But I kind of don't think there is another option. Ah, there is, indeed. Just outside. Good. I forgot the one on the way in. So it's been a while since we've saved it. It's also been over 3 hours. I should probably try to get the fuse and perk up the Espresso Express, and then maybe leave our trailer exploration for the next session, just so that I don't keep you waiting all day. Keep you hanging on. It's such a perfect day. I've enjoyed spending it with you. But after 3 hours of a perfect day, I should stop keeping you hanging on. Plus, I need to go put something in the oven for my little tumbles. Whether that's like a small sausage or frozen lasagna, I'm not sure yet. It's gonna make me so gassy before cribbage. No matter what I choose. So about that cult stash, what's behind the teeth? That's another thing we need to resolve. I have not found the teeth. The teeth? One must assume. Do some dental work on you, Let's just check his butt, I guess. Check him in the ass. Does not appear to hold the answers I seek. It's also not tremendously close by to where the stash is, so maybe not the teeth we're looking for. But there's a something. Coffee World stash key. Thanks behind your teeth. I appreciate you. Alright. Back down to the headquarters. The biker headquarters. Ah, there's a hole in the world threatening to swallow me. And I will not be swallowed. Thought it was back here somewhere. There. Cha-ching! Firefighters. Wait, fireworks. I got excited. Burly men in uniform. M and T were supposed to be on patrol last night, but didn't show. If anyone hears anything from them, let me know. What a lovely haiku that was. I'm desperately low on juice, too. Look at that little tickle of juice. It's perfect time to stop. But first, I need a fuse. But first. So we have saved it. Not since we got the stash key, but we know where the stash key is. I feel like the only way to get back there is to crawl through the demon serial killing well? Does that seem wise to everybody? Should we throw ourselves down the demon serial killing well? Down, down, down the shaft. Oh, apparently it will not let me just kill myself. Okay, fine. Fine. Do I throw a flare? How do you want me to use the well to my advantage? Because this was just locked with no discernible.
Must be locked from the other side.
With no discernible. Other entrances do not exist from my brief time peeking over the boards. I am curious. Let's waste a flare. Goodbye forever, flare. That was well and truly a waste. Alright. But it was fun. I liked it. Did not set off any sort of chain reaction of gate unlocking activities. So the fuse for this clearly in the headquarters. How else would we get into the biker headquarters? Clamber over the rocks. No. Check the map. It did not want me to check the map. That was a naughty no-go, as far as the game was concerned. So we might have to grab that stash key from behind the big coffee pot one more time. But thank goodness we saved it recently. It went kasplut. It did indeed go kasplut. Castlepoot. It went castlepoot. That's when you are about to play cribbage in a castle. Okay. Take me back to where I was. We'll at least grab the stash. Maybe I will leave the finding out how to get into the biker barn for next session as well. I can't think of anything we've missed. But we've obviously missed something. Alright. I did get all the goodies from the safe before I saved it, right? It was 10 minutes ago. No memory. No memory of it whatsoever. I think that's the case. So I'm gonna head for the big coffee pot. The big castle boot, as they call it. Lovely. I can't wait to go to a campaign rally. I'm excited now. It's really hard to get me enthused about a political candidate, but yeah, if it's a dog, I am in. Finally, we're in good hands. Fireman! What kind of idiot opens a thing like this and shouts fireman? Alright. So we got the stash. I'm going to race back up to the entranceway. Save it one more time. And then we will call this good for now. I will search my mind palace for how we might get into that biker barn. And we'll do that and then head off to our trailer with the freshly procured key next time. Thank you so much for all of your time and patience and witty bird alliterations throughout the day. It has been a privilege to play this game with you. It is Hard to keep track these days, but Sunday? Now? But I have a little bit of time off in the coming week, so we should be able to continue to have some sessions in the coming weekdays until Alan Wake 2 reaches its inevitable and sure to be glorious conclusion, which I'm incredibly excited about. I've been waiting 13 years for this game. I'm going to play the hell out of it. Please come along with me. Take my hand. Thank you so much for your time. I will see you back here, banging like Eric Andre on the gate of the biker barn next time, screaming, "Let me in." And I cannot wait. You privileged pelican, you. I love it. Alright, hope that you all get something delicious as well. From me and my cozy mind palace. Goodbye for now. Much love.